welcome back to my channel Sunsprint. So today we are exploring 5 Excel tips that will take you from beginner to intermediate level. If you are familiar with the basics and ready to expand your skills, then this video is perfect for you. So let's dive in and then learn. But before jumping on that, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe Sunsprint. I will be very thankful for that. So let's start with the first tip, that is about cell reference. So when we copy a formula, Excel automatically adjusts the cell reference, right? But sometimes we don't want that to happen. So how we can fix that cell, right? So that is called that's called absolute reference. So let's get the example and then see. So here I do have products and then the price for those products and the quantity. So when we get the sale price for that one, so that is we are giving the cell reference, means F11 into G11, right? Then we have get the price for each of the product here. So now what if the seller says I will give you 800 price if you buy all the products from me, right? So let's say the seller says if you buy 2 kg I will give you 850 the price for that product, right? So this is our base main price now. So is equal to this is price into our quantity, right? So if we drag it down, it automatically adjusts the cell reference. Here it has Excel automatically picked up the next cell. So how we can fix this one? To fix this one, what we need to do is equal to this one and then F4. It will fix the price here. It will fix the cell here, right? So we have fixed our cell and then into our quantity. So it's 7. Now let's drag it down and then see. So now the price is fixed here. So and now we have fixed a price with the dollar signs and then it's automatically getting up the next quantity cell, right? But not the price one. So in this way we can fix our cell, right? So that is called absolute reference. This is super useful when you have a constant value you want to refer to in multiple calculations, right? So let's jump on the next tip, that is XLOOKUP function. So XLOOKUP is like a digital search tool for our spreadsheets. So it is very useful, very powerful function. So I do have this data with me, right? So I do have all the information here but except the company ID. I want to get the I do have the company name here but I don't have the company ID. So I want to search the company ID from this from here, right? So instead of finding it manually, go back again. So what we do, we use XLOOKUP formula. So is equal to XLOOKUP, right? So we are looking up this, right? From where we are looking up this one from here. If that is here, I want to get the output from here, and then suppose if it is not there, just give me let's say 0. Okay, so we have get our company ID. So let's drag it down and then we do have all the company IDs here. So right, so in this way we can use this function. You can either get the false and true as well. False means you want to get the exact match. True means if you don't want to get the exact match, right? So this function can save our hours of manual searching. So let's jump on the next tip, that is basic conditional formatting, right? So conditional formatting helps us to visualize data equally. Let's highlight all values. Let's say we want to highlight all values, that is a verb, let's say $100, right? So select this one, conditional formatting, and then we want to highlight, or let's say I want to get the value which is greater than let's say 200, right? So I want to get that one, and then whatever the color you want to get, if you want to get in yellow, you can select it from here, click OK. So all the yellow values are greater than $200, right? So in this way, or the other formatting we can do, let's do some other formatting from here. If you want to get the value less than any amount, 150, if you want to get the value of between any of the numbers, so you can get it from here. So if you want to check the duplicate values, so you can also check it from here. So from next part, it will give us like top bottom rules. If you want to get the top 10 items, you can select here top 10%. So whatever you want, you can give the conditional formatting from here. If you want to give the color scale, like just give me the color for the values which is less than 100, give it in, let's say, yellow. If it is more than 100, give me like in green. So whatever the color you want to get, so in that way we can do our conditional formatting as well. So the next tip we can say is the pivot tables. So pivot table are powerful tools for summarizing large data sets, right? So what I want to, so in this data set I do have this, let's say, let's highlight this one, right? So I do have this data set here. So what I want to get the total amount based on our company IDs. So let's create the pivot table. So select the whole range. Either you can select it from A to column T, either you can select the first column and then Control Shift the arrow left button and then the arrow down button. So it will select the data set range, right? So we have selected our range. Now we are going to create the pivot table. So go to Insert and then Pivot Table. From this table, yes, and then if you want to get your pivot table on new worksheet, or you want to get it on the existing, so we want to get it on the existing, so we are going to get it here. So let's select this one and then click OK. So now the pivot table is ready. So what we want our inclusive text totals by our company ID. So company ID is in the row, right, and then the amount, right? Or if you want to get the totals, so this is X GST, this is inclusive GST, right? So our pivot is ready. So it's easy to create, easy to understand, right? So we have just created a summary of sales. Let's say it's a sale, right? So you can either play around, so whatever. So let's say we don't want these two, so we want the price and then the quantity. Where is the quantity? Not this one. So where is quantity? This is our quantity, and then the price. So either way, whatever you want to, you get the summarize it, so you can summarize it accordingly, your choice, right? So the next one, we can jump on the basic charts, right? So charts helps us to visualize our data. So let's create it. Let's take the same example. So we have just created a pivot table here. So based on this pivot table, we are going to create the chart, right? So let's say we only want to get our chart by our company and then the price. We don't need the quantity and then the other stuff, right? So select our data set and then go to Insert and then whatever the chart you want to get. So it has a recommended chart. Let's click on the recommended chart. So you can select the chart from here, columns, lines, pie chart, bar chart, whatever the chart you want, you can select it from here. Let's say we are going to get the column chart, and then click OK, right? Then it will create the chart based on this information, right? So if you want to drag it, just select, you can either click on the, it's better if you can click on the edge of the chart, so you can drag it from any side, anywhere. So if you want to make it smaller, you can just drag it like this, and then can make it and then another thing, you can see the plus sign here, that is called chart elements. This helps us to add, remove, or change charts elements such as like title, legends, grid lines, and data labels. So if you want to put the data label, just click on here and then click data label. So it will also provide us the information like the price, total price, right? So this is the price. If you don't want to get it, untick that one, and then the data label, if you want to put the price on top of the bars, right? If you want to give the access title, right? So you can also give the access title like amount in dollars or rupees, amount in AUD, right? And then these are the price, let's say sale, or whatever you want to give the name, right? So let's check the other options here. So we do have, if you want to give the legends, so you can also give the legends. So whatever the, if you want to give the trend lines, you can give the trend lines. So you can select it from here. If you want to format anything like the chart style or like anything, or want to change the color, you can select it from here as well. So let's change it to the orange. So let's select this one. So it has changed from blue to orange. So whatever the changes you want, you can do it from here, right? So we have done with our what's that called, absolute cell reference, XLOOKUP formula, basic conditional formatting, pivot tables, basic charts. So we have done a lot today. So let's experiment with these different pivot tables, charts. Just do practice at home, so you will be familiar with these ones as well. So yeah, so these are the 5 Excel tips to elevate your spreadsheet skills from beginner to intermediate level. Practice these techniques again. I will say practice these techniques, and you will be amazed at how much you efficiently work with your data. If you find this video is helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. See you again with a new video. Bye for now. Bye.